Even after many years, I still haven't gotten a single version of Edward. And for my series, I just use an old take and play talking games as Edward for many years. I'm hoping one day I can buy an Edward for my series and to have the complete Steam team. Wait a minute. What is it, Percy? Where's Edward? Hello everyone, that is episode 101 here, and welcome to another unboxing video. And if you saw one of the clip I played at the beginning of this video, probably, I've never owned a proper Edward for my series or anything. But as you've seen in the title and the thumbnail, I have finally gotten a Plarail Edward. I finally got an Edward of any type, and it's right here. Now, it is the new CGI Plarail Edward, which, let's be honest, kind of sucks because it doesn't have the proper wheel arrangement, and also has this ugly, like, white thing to cover his front wheels. But I'll say this: I desperately needed an Edward for my series, and the good Plarail Edward, the one from like from the early 2000s, late 90s, the good Edward is just way too expensive. It's just I think the cheapest I saw on eBay was just over $100, and that was way too expensive for me to buy just for a single engine. So it was either buying the knockoff Edward, the knockoff Trackmaster Edward, the Trackmaster 2 Edward, which was cheaper, which is just cheap, or the Plarail Edward. And I decided to go with the Plarail Edward because it's well, none of those three look like Edward. This one at least is well detailed, and it's still in theory should be the best of the three. So those three that I said. So yeah, and that's why I decided to buy this Plarail Edward, even though it's not the greatest. But I just wanted an Edward to add to my collection. If you like the video and Thomas content and stuff, leave a like and subscribe. Please. Thank you. Let's unbox this. And I got a Plarail, I got an Edward. I've got an Edward. And its box is in very good condition. Well, actually, no, not really. The bottom is banged up, but I don't care. The packaging it looks fine. So let's get this dry ice out of the way, and there it is, my boy. There's nothing else inside. So that's the typical instruction thing, which I don't. So let me put this out because I can. So yeah. Now I open this. Now interestingly, gotten really bad at opening these. I've opened quite a few now, and I still kind of suck at it. So let's get them out. So we have a troublesome brake band, a yellow troublesome brake band. Obviously a far cry from the golden troublesome brake band. You know, the laughing face, the one that came with the original Plarail Edward. But you know, this only the second box car I have. Troublesome brake band. This is the first troublesome brake band I have, and like only the second troublesome. Or only the second band I have. The only other band I have is this one that came with Diesel 10, that you can see I gave a face. This one that came with Diesel 10. That's the only other box car I have. Yeah, that's nice having this one. May need some detail, but that's fine. But of course, the main reason I bought this is so I can finally have an Edward. Okay, you cannot tell me that doesn't look good. I mean, come on. I'm very happy with that backdrop, honestly. And let me get rid of this as well. This trash. But yeah, Plarail Edward. As I said, it's what the hell? Is this normal? Is this, I don't know if you can see because my camera's rubbish, but is this, like, triangular thing normal? Like, you can see there, that should be round, right? There's a triangle, something just popping up. I don't know what that is about, honestly. You can see it, right? It's right here. Between the handrail and the boiler. It's just a random piece just sticking up. That's odd. But anyway, yeah, here's that. Here's the issues. Oh god, the camera froze. Hold on. There we go. Of course, it has the issues that all Plarail Edwards have. Like, the pupils are way too big. The face itself is not bad, but the pupils are just way too big. It has this ugly white rectangle thing just to cover the wheels. Speaking of the wheels, yeah, as I said, they are not accurate at all with what the real Edward's supposed to look like. But everything else looks fine. The windows look fine. The painting is fine. Yeah. Of course, the tender, which I mean, you cannot go wrong with tender. It doesn't have the buffer. Oh god, it doesn't have the buffer thing, which is annoying. Bit of plastic left over right here. But overall, it's not great. It is probably the worst engine Plarail has made from Thomas and Friends, but it's still decent. It's not horrible. It's definitely better than the Trackmaster 2 version, at least, and knockoff Edwards, which were the other two options I had besides this one. And yeah, so the battery right here, and let's give Edward the battery. Oh, I forgot to mention as well. If you've seen the custom sushi video, I wouldn't mention this. But for years, this was the only thing I had close to Edward. This was a talking James at one point. They painted it blue to make it look like Edward. It looks well. I lost the boiler to it, unfortunately. The boiler's long gone, so another main reason why I bought this. This Edward, because I needed it. Not only did I not have Edward in my collection, and I desperately needed one, it's because this was what I had. This was the closest thing I had, and let's be honest, it's terrible. It looks horrible. It's very putting it all together. So yeah, this is just gonna turn into scrap, I guess. Now that I have an actual Edward, go to the scrap yard. And yeah, of course, Edward has the same motor as Henry and James, which I've already unboxed in this channel. Go! Open up! Come on! There we go. Let's go up. Yeah, right here. Oh, hell yeah. Good door. So. Come on, Edward. There we go. So. Yeah. My first Edward. Could be better, but also it's better to have this Edward than to not have basically any Edward. So. Hell yeah. That means the only Steam Team engine that I'm missing from the Plarail range is Gordon. Well, technically Thomas, because I don't actually have it. I have the 80th anniversary one. But yeah, basically I only need Gordon and I'll complete the Steam Team. So yeah, I think that's the last one. That's one of the Plarail Gordon unboxing coming to you very soon, I hope. But yeah. Edward looks like a very strong goer, so let's give him a spin on my track. Alright, so we have Plarail Edward here pulling a from front of the fuel tanker, the other box line I have, and the box line that came with it. So there's the sheds, of course. So yeah, let's give Edward a run. See how he goes on the way out, and he is a good goer. Look at that. That is very good, very smooth. Going on the backdrop, and here he comes. From the outside, yep, it's coming on the outside track. Hopefully he doesn't derail like Emily did. And the answer is no, he didn't derail. Nice one.